What's something you were told as a kid that turned out to be a horrible lie? I was always told that my older brother ran away with his friends, but it never really made sense because I still saw his friends around town. I remember the first time I heard about him running away. It was around 1987, and I was about 8 years old. My father told me over dinner that my brother had left home while I was away at school that day, and told me not to look for him. I felt really sad, because I really loved watching television with him, and riding our bikes together, and for him to leave without saying goodbye, it really hurt my heart. While I rolled around the peas with my fork, I asked my dad when my brother would be coming back. My dad's expression turned grim, as he told me that my brother would most likely never return. That broke my heart even more. The following day, I saw my dad cutting down my brother's favorite tree in the backyard. I tried to run out and stop him, but my dad told me that he needed to remove the tree so that he could send it to my brother. That was another thing that never made sense to me, but I accepted it as a kid. Days turned into weeks, and weeks into years. It had been 10 years since my older brother ran away. I was ready to finally accept the fact that I would never see him again, until I saw his best friend enter the grocery store I worked at and saw my chance at closure. I approached him casually and asked if my brother lived with him or contacted him. The friend gave a weirded out look and explained that none of my friends had seen him for over a decade. I asked if they knew where my brother had run off to, and they said that he never ran off anywhere. I tried to push for more information, but my father walked into the store looking for me. I apologized to the friend and walked off to help my dad out. Later that night, I looked around my brother's old room for more information and unfortunately found nothing. After giving up, I returned to my room and looked through our old drawing book we worked on together, reminding myself of why I loved my brother so much growing up. To my surprise, 2 of the pages in the book had tiny folded notes addressed to me, saying terrible things about my dad. Each note explained gruesome details about how my dad hit my brother, or punished him through starvation, or tied him up outside to a tree. I covered my mouth from shock and frantically searched around my room for more clues from our old toys. The last note I found asked me to call the police because he thought that my dad was going to do something unspeakable to him soon. My heart raced just thinking about what had actually happened to my brother. I brought all of the notes I found to class the following day and stopped by the police station in my free time. I begged them to reopen my brother's case and submitted all the evidence as well as my personal testimony. I asked them to bring in my brother's old friends, who were also aware of the things that had been going on between my brother and my father. With enough statements, the police escorted me home and arrested my father the moment he got home. At the station, it was revealed that my dad had really beaten my brother and hid him in the tree the week he went missing. My father made sure to remove all notes from my brother's room, but never bothered checking mine. Hearing his confession at the station made me sick to my stomach. I couldn't believe I was living with a man who could hurt a family member in the most horrific ways imaginable. I moved out of the house that same day and moved into my mom's house. This year, my dad has a chance for parole, but I plan on fighting it for both me and my older brother.